Hi, my name is Veronica Wittgenstein, and I am soon to graduate from Western Washington University with a degree in Russian civilization and Islam and a minor in teaching English as a second language.
Nice to meet you, Veronica. Tell us about why you're interested in this Peace Corps ESL teaching position.
Well, I've always felt really passionately about working abroad and doing volunteer work. I've been volunteering for probably 10 hours a week all throughout my college career, teaching English to foreign exchange students. And my ultimate goal is to work for the State Department or the United Nations doing some sort of humanitarian work. And as we know, Peace Corps is one of the best stepping stones to get into that sort of field. So it seemed really natural for me to go into that sort of path once I graduated with my degree. And with my TESL minor, applying for an English teaching position just made so much sense.
True. Tell us about your TESL certificate program. It says here you followed the SIOP model. Can you explain the three key points of this model that have influenced your teaching?
Well, so the TESL certificate at Western Washington University is both for teaching English as a foreign language and teaching English to speakers of other languages, so as a second language. So it's really the two certificates rolled into one program.
Hmm.
And by the time you graduate with the certificate, you will have had over 100 classroom hours of experience working with students, and you'll have done 40 hours of practicum work as actually teaching the class. And I will have just finished that, hopefully, when I have applied. So you get a lot of really good hands-on experience working in the TESL program at Western Washington University. And I have done all of my volunteering in the intensive English program on campus, where we work with the international students who need a little help with their English before they actually start taking the real university classes. As far as PSYOP goes, PSYOP is really pushed starting in sort of the mid-level TESOL classes. And I think some of the most important parts of PSYOP that we focus on are are scaffolding, obviously, the lesson to various levels of student understanding, especially within a multi-level class, because we understand that we're going to work with a lot of multi-level classes out in the real world once we have left the program. That's just a fact of life.
Mm-hmm.
And that you can never scaffold a lesson too much.
Mm-hmm.
That it's better to be over-prepared to help students, and whether they might be lost, than to be overambitious and start the lesson and then have them struggle later on.
True.
So that's one of the main things we focus on. We also focus a lot on comprehensible input and just being able to get up and give directions in front of the class and make ourselves understood, especially in a multi-level classroom like that. So I would say comprehensible input, scaffolding, and then, of course, just tailoring materials to the needs of the learners. It's really stressed that we don't just rely on a textbook or a curriculum that we're given, because you can't always expect that. Well, it's obviously wonderful to be given a textbook or a jumping off point. We are encouraged throughout the program to create our own materials and adapt materials to our own lessons. So those are the three main things we work on in the program.
Excellent. How would you differentiate instruction in a multi-level classroom?
Well, one of the things I've found really useful in a multi-level classroom is starting with 3 versions of an activity and having the first version be the basic version. So sort of, say, a writing sentences activity. Reading something and writing sentences about it. And that's an activity everyone can do. The whole class can do. That's at everyone's level. And then if the students finish that, they can move on to a slightly more complex activity, say writing a paragraph instead of just sentences. And then the students who finish both, that would be the highest level students, could maybe work on putting that into a brochure or something, taking it an extra step more creative. But that the basic activity is what everyone has to get done.
Excellent. It's been nice to meet you, Veronica. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much too.
Have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.